Okay, we're back with the next page, and I already started. So when I flip this back, I see that I used a pink one and a green one, so I thought it will be a nice time to using a yellow one. So yeah, let's dig in and see how it goes. And always first going to use my leftovers, like I always say. And oh, but this one is nice. Yep. Okay. So yeah, I did not prepare this one, so apologize. But let's do this together. And gosh, I wish I had another. Oh yeah, here is the mark. Okay, I'm going to planning if I'm going to use a wet mark book, because sometimes a normal mark is so hard to see on busy papers. Really it is, to find it back. Oh, first make this one on, of course, before I forgot. Before I forget to put this on. Yeah, now I can attach it. You see, I almost forgot it, because I want to wash to some things and just don't want to make mistakes. Okay, now I can glue it down. Here we are. Yep. Alrighty. For the top, let's say, no, I want a clean one, a solid one. Let's use this green one because I still have plenty of this, so let's use this one. Okay, let's smooch it up. Only 3 sides will do, because the other part we are going to tuck it in, of course. To work with me, see what the, yeah, here it goes. Here it goes, up and attach it. Perfect. Yeah, I really like how these colors are matching. Okay, so this is done. So now we are going to this piece, and this piece is a little larger, so I'm definitely going to need one, let's say, no, that's too pink, I guess. Let's say, what do you think? No, not the yellow one. Okie dokie, let's see what we have. This could be an option, or this one. I did not use it much, so yeah, let's use this one. Yeah, the pink with the pink is not nice, and I first want to use the bigger sheets. I think I'm going to use these because these are coming back in here too, so that is what I'm going to use. Well, I am going to, yeah, I was saying I was going to use the other way around, but no, I won't. Perhaps this one is nice to use on here, just because we have something left. Okay. Let's do that. So I'm going to attach the leftover from this strip and glue that first down on the page. And then I can measure my little flower paper. Here we go. Now I can measure this. Perfect. With a little black, not a little black, a little white edge. And then this the same size. Alright. Let's see where my mark is. Yeah, I see it. It's right here. And then here we go. Okay, now before I'm going to attach this page, we need another closure, of course. Let's say, yep. Okie dokie. And now we can attach it. Oh, this would be nice too. Oh, no, 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 no. Don't change your decision. Gosh, why do they make papers on both sides? That's so hard to choose. Alright, so that is that. This, I think, I do have, what shall we use for that? Well, I only have the green. Oh, this piece can also be useful. Or this one. What shall we do? What shall we do? I think this one. Oh yeah. Let's cut this too. Fold this in half. Now I'm going to cut a little edge off so it will fit. That's one. Cut a little edge off. Alright, let's smudge this. And then it was quiet. Oh yeah, and then it was quiet. Today it's at least as quiet outside because the workers are heading somewhere else, but they still not finished here. But I saw that the stones were running out, so we have to wait till they come back. And they will come back and finish it up, but still needs a few weeks, I guess. Yep, last one. I really like this closure. It's just it's just something else for once in a while. That's a nice thing to do. Oh, now I hope I can still be putting a hole in it. I hope I can. Will I be watching? That was not very clever of mine, but I think I'm never that clever. No. Getting in. That's one. Ooh, now this one is tricky. I really don't know if this will fit. Oh, just. Just. And that's just enough. Alright. Okay. So, yeah, that's the closure. And now we can go on the inside. Yeah. Love how this turns out. Really like using the strips. Awesome. Cool. Alright. Back in 1 second. I want to use these two as photo mats. So, and they are left over. So what I did was I cut these just a slightly smaller. So it will be not an awkward size for a photo mat. So what I'm going to do is, let's say, yeah, I want this on top. So this one I'm going to glue all the way down as for a photo mat, if the person wants to use this as a photo mat. So I'm going to attach this right on the right corner. And then this piece is going to be under here, but we want to create that the picture can be shuffled under here. So I don't want to glue all down. So I'm going to just these two sides and just a little, that will do. And then let's glue it on. So the person is still a possibility to put something, to put your photo on the back underneath this photo mat. Alright, so now we only have to find a few leftover pieces to cover up the background, and let's say let's use some leftovers. So these are leftovers. Let's say, or do we have more? Oh, not much, because I always use the most of it first. Well, but I think these will do. What shall we do? Shall we go with the green? Or no, we're definitely going to need use the pink one. So I'm going to cover this up, making the exactly right size of it. And let's see if I can cut this straight. Of course I can. And then this side, yeah, here's my mark. Always an adventure. Okay, let's check it out. Yep, fits perfect. So you just need to cover that up, those little gaps. Perfect. Now on this side too, let's go this way. Okay, let's cut this piece. And there we go. Smooth it. Oh, it's going to be waning. Alright, put this on this corner. Perfect. What do you think? Perfect use of your leftovers. Alright, so let's go to the left first. Let's see what we have. Well, these are really small, but this is too small for use. These ones still usable. These are the leftovers from this cut, so we still can use this. We all can use it. Yes, and these are the strips. Okay, then what we do have. What do we have? We have these 3, 4. Let's use a busy one. Let's see if this fits. Oh, it's really busy. Then this totally is not popping up, so I'm not going to use this. I need a clean one. This is also too busy. I need a clean one. Yeah, on this side. Let's use the yellow. A nice, clean, easy one. Let's use it. Shall we use it all the way? Yeah, let's use one page all the way. Does not need every single page a strip or a leftover piece, but I always love doing that. Oh, and these are perfect for the inside. Yeah, let's keep this. Alright, let's smooch the edges. Okay. Yippee-dee-dee. Yep, cool. A nice easy one on this side. See how that turns out. Yep, perfect. So this will pop out nicely. So what shall we do on this side? I really want a little tuck spot on the left side. So what shall we do? This is also nice to use as a tuck spot. And the yellow comes back in it. Or a bigger one. Yeah, why not? I'm going to cut till the yellow words. Okay, so then I need my pencil to cut this in the right size, and then finding a nice underground for this. Oh, a color. Yeah, la 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 la. Okay, wrong number. That can happen. Do you like my song? I always, well, normally put my phone loud, my phone noise down, but sometimes I forget. And now you know my ringtone. I really like that. Alright, so let's say, yeah, this is going to be over here, and then I want a nice clean one for the bottom. Let's say busy. This we already used. Okay, well, this is not fittable. Oh, we need a new one. Oh, these are really too busy and I don't want to use that. So which one do we want? I think a clean green one. Let's say this or this. I think this one. Yeah. Okay, let's use here some of it. Just a little higher. That's not. Okay. Now I don't want to cut right in the middle, so I'm going to see how far this is going to get. I don't want to cut this pink one off, but so sorry. You have to go. Okay, let's cut this in the right spot. And then we almost finished, and I will promise that my next page is again a pre-cutting one. But I thought some pages will be nice to do together with you guys. Alright, so first we are gluing down the underground. There we go. Do you sometimes also have, when you have a particular ringtone, like you just heard mine, that you still keep getting that in your head over and over again? And well, I do. So now I have that tone in my head and that song. too long alone. And then it's shutting down. Really I have that tone in my head. Yeah, la 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 la. Oh my gosh. Alrighty. So yeah, we have created a nice tuck spot. Always nice. And we created a nice photo mat. And you can tuck your photo under this photo mat. Really cool. And a nice plain one where you can wipe down or even put a nice photo on. And then this closes down like that. And then we just need a ribbon. Well, actually two. And then that's that. Okay. So, thanks for joining me. It was really nice that you visit my tutorial. I'm just joking. I'm just brabbling. Brabbel, brabbel, brabbel. Okay. Almost done. Done, 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 done. Here we go. Tie this up. Cutting this a little shorter. Here we go. Perfect. Yes. Another page is done. Oh, I am going to like it more and more. Awesome. Really awesome. Okay. So I'm going to pre-cutting this page and then do the inside together with you. So I'll be back in 1 second. Alrighty. So first I did cut this piece and I'm going to attach it first, and it's the same one as on my left corner, this piece, so that matches nice with each other. Finding the right spot in the pocket. Yep, here it is. Here it is. Shovel it up to its place and then it's settled. Okay, then I'm going to use this twip. Yeah, I did smooch it already. So let's attach it. And then I wanted to use this yellow, but it was not wide enough. So what I am planning to do is using these little strips for here on the side, and they are equal, so I'm going to cut these two right along. Don't forget to smooch them. So I'm going to use these as, yeah, filling up, but they are going to look like, how you call that? Yeah, I know the word in Dutch, but I can't figure out just in a second. Pillars? Don't know if it's correctly, but I think you get the point. And now here you're thinking, why did she not put the yellow first on the background? Well, I did that with a reason, because I don't want to overlap these. I just want to cut this down so I have that nice white little edge. So it looks more like it should be than just overlapping a piece, if that makes sense. But yeah, I just like using that, not overlapping just because you have not enough paper. No, I do have not enough paper, but I don't want to let you see that I don't have enough paper. And now I have a nice white edge, and then it looks more than it was planned. Okay, well, that's my thought about it, but yeah, I really like how this turns out. What do you think? I will give it a little closer look. You see, now it's more like, yeah, you call these pillars? I don't know, but that was the idea at least. And now I can use a nice sticker or a nice picture on here. And well, that's one last thing to do, is to use these little strips. And I'm going to use these pieces for the outside. Place them on a white spot. Yep, and this one on this side. Yep, and then the last piece, oh, let's use the smallest, the small flower side, to give it more pink. Alright, so what do you think? Do you like it? Yeah, perfect. Alright, this goes pretty well. What do you think? Cool, isn't it? Yeah, I really like it. Perfect. Alright. Yep. Up to the next one. Yay! Oh dear, I did a page without you guys. Oh, I'm so sorry. I turn on the music and it goes and goes and goes long, and I totally forgot to film. But I will tell you how this page put my design paper on. So I am used of this little strip, and I glued a little strip underneath, so it's a little closer, not a little away from this nice picture that I wanted to use. Otherwise I think it was too pink. So I made a little strip of this piece underneath here. Then I used these flower design paper for the back. Then we unleash this paper and open it up, and I used just a full sheet of this little flower. And then we open this up, and then again I use this flower paper with just a little strip, so it filled up my page. Made a little belly band and a little stopper from this. So yeah, this is not a card that I put in, but for example. Then I used this big sheet, but it was not enough, so I used this little border on the side, same as here, so it goes along. Then again I made some leftover pockets with this piece of strip from the 8x8 pocket. Then we flip it over, and then you get this pocket. And then from the leftover from this piece I created also a pocket, and then I glued this piece on that we used here. So that was also a leftover, and this was also a leftover from one of these little strips. Okay, that was for this side. And then on the other side I use this piece with again 2 pillars. I really don't know how it's called. And then I had a choice to cut a new paper or use my leftovers, and well, you know me, I use my leftovers. So again I used a pink strip and a leftover from this piece and a leftover from a strip sheet. So yeah, and then I used I believe also a leftover, and I cut one piece from a big sheet. So I have nothing else that matches, but nothing that fits. So these are still my leftovers, my little piece, and this one. Okay, so I have still, oh, not 2 sheets, but okay, so yeah, I really like how this turns out. So the last page, let's do that together. Hey, hello, let's go to the final page, and this time I will do it together with you. As promised, I pre-cut all my design paper, so let's get in. The first thing I did glue down, otherwise I can't measure correctly, is use this little strip on the pocket page, and then we're continuing and with this piece, and I already glued my closure on. I want to say flip, but it isn't a flip. Oh, it's a flip closure. A little. Okay, so we are going to put this design on because I had 2 sheets, 2 12 by 12 sheets left, and well, also the card sheet. So I cut the card sheets. I cut both. Easy, difficult word for me. But I cut each one of them because I love to put cards in a project. So I cut them. But yeah, that word. Alrighty. Then I wanted to use some. I still had this other side of this paper, but I thought, let me show you, this is the other side, but I thought green on green will not be nice. So what I thought of, I put a strip on the top, then this green one, underneath this piece with just a little white edge, and then I picked up this this leftover yellow one to give it just that extra touch. So we tuck this in the pocket and then place it on its place, and then you get that extra pop up, because green on green isn't very much showing this strip. So that is why I used this leftover, yeah, I call it the leftover page design paper, but I really love how this turns out, don't you think? Yeah, I really think so. So we turn this over and go to this page, and yeah, we had this left for this page. So I'm going to glue this down, and well, this is not exactly the good size, and well, it's just a slightly smaller, but we are going to cover that up with this piece. So I'm going to glue this down on top of the page on the upper side. So if I glue that little strip on the bottom, it will be a tiny little tuck spot. So I'm going to glue this down on top. And this piece is going to be here. We need the room. Yep, let's glue this down too. On this side. Oh, don't forget. Oh, almost forget to use my spot here. Let's say, yep, right here. Almost forgot, and you didn't say anything to me. Or for those who does. I didn't hear you. Sorry. Anyway, so now it's on. Yep, it's glued it on. Good. Okay, now we can glue this strip on. Here we go. Yep. So we have this piece left, just a little tiny spot. So what I'm going to do is grab this strip and I'm only going to put some adhesive right on the bottom. So it will be a tiny little tuck spot. And well, you can glue it down, but I always like having just a little tuck spot. Let's grab just a little, you see, always nice to put a nice thing in. So extra tuck spot there. Well, let's leave it there so I can remember that that is a tuck spot. Okay, let's flip this open, and the first thing I cut out, because we had a big sheet, is this piece. So I'm going to glue this down first, because we're not going to do all the pages, of course, with leftover pages and patchwork ideas. No, 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 no. Not all. Well, pretty much, but not all, of course. We do want some pieces in it. So this is a full sheet, plenty of space for covering up a nice photo or two on it. Then I'm going to this piece, and I use this strip first on the white side. I don't want to glue this on the left side, otherwise it's pink besides pink, and that is not nice. Okay, then this big green leftover page, but it's nice, big enough for this page. Keep some quietness in a page. So put this behind, besides this piece. Here we go. A little higher. Yep. Okay, then I have something left to make a nice tuck spot for your photo. So you can either glue it only at the bottom if you like, but you also can, because this is big enough, you also can make it a little pocket. But that is all up to you, what you want to do with it. I'm going to make it as a little pocket. Just an extra tuck spot pocket. Okay, let's grab just a little, so we remember that this is a nice pocket. Then the final is this piece, and we are going to first glue this piece on. Still had that page, that big 12 by 12 page with the strips. So I'm going to use this as a background, and we don't need it all the way down, because the other piece that I cut down is this, and we are going to use this as a pocket. So for a pocket we need to glue down 3 sides, and then we glue it down for just a clean flat pocket. And we can tuck a reminder in it. Alright, so that's done. Only thing we have to do is put a string in. And then it's done. This page. And then we are going to decide what we are going to do for the inside covers. But you already see that I did not left much room for it, but that was totally the idea in the first place, because I wanted to add 5 pages in it and not 4. If I wanted to keep the space for the covers, then there was only place for 4 pages, and I did not want to do that. I wanted to add 5 pages. Okay, so right, loads of place, guys. This looks awesome, don't you think? Nice 5 pages, and nicely laying still nice flat with that double waterfall hinge. And yeah, cool. Oh, need 1 strip here, but we'll do that in a minute. And then the inside covers, and well, let's think about what we are going to do. Nice flat, perhaps a nice big pocket, but we also have all these pockets here, so let's see, perhaps a nice photo frame. That's also very nice, perhaps with acetate. That is also nice. Alright, well, back in 1 second. Join me please. Okay, let's try something out. I have an 8x8 sheet, and I want this to make a nice photo frame without using any bulk thickness. So I'm going to try something out. What if I make a hinge that's not a 1/2 inch but smaller? Let's say, how wide is this? I'm terrible in measuring, but 1/4. Let's say, let's make this 1/4 on each side first, and then see how it goes. Trying something out. So sorry for the tags, but I did not use this paper yet on the back. So I definitely want to use this paper too, because I just love this pink. And it's really quiet for putting a photo behind it. So let's see how this turns out. Perfect. Perfect size. Okay, so now we have enough to make to make a 1/2 inch wideness, but we also need something on the top, so I am going to make another 1/4 inch just to make sure that I have enough. We don't need the corners, so I'm going to cut the corners to keep off the bulkiness. Okay, fold it. I'm just trying something out. I'm just trying. I always like trying something out. So now we have this frame. Now again we are going to measure. This looks nice, doesn't it? Perfect. Nice white edge all along here. So now I think we need another 1/4. Let's check it out. Let's check it out. I think it is. Yeah, we could do that. We could. Again, a 1/4. So all the way around. 1/4 hinge. Let's cut these corners too. And fold it around. Yep, again I'm gonna grab my album. See if this is a nice big fit. And it does. We have a nice white edge all the way around. And this fits perfectly. Okay. So now I'm going to cut a frame out of it. And I don't want it to be too small. But yeah. Let's say, I think I'm going to use 4 of these squares, and that'll be 2 centimeters, and that'll be, I guess, 1 inch. Let's measure that. Yeah, 1 inch will be 5 squares, but if we are going to use the same one, then we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of an 8. Yeah, that's 6 of an 8, that's 3/4. Okay, so I'm going to cut all the way around this size, 2 centimeters, or 3/4 of an inch. And I'll be back in 1 second. Alright, well, I cut out and I already smoothed all the edges, even the inside. And then I cut out some acetate, and we are going to glue this on the back, of course. Open these up so I can be better. Okay, so I'm going to put some glue on the edges. All the way around. There we go. Put this on. Now it's really hard to see, so I'm going to pull it up and place it all the way around on the perfect spot. So all my edges will be nicely, yeah. This is good. Now I'm going to press my glue. Okay, so attach that. Make sure all your ugly things are off. Alright, so now we have a window. And first thing I am going to do is glue 1 hinge down. So if you put your photo behind, then it will not be in the way with your acetate. So that's really a nice thing to do first. So now I have a nice entry for my photo and still have 3 hinges all the way around. Alright. Now before I glue it down, you can glue it down only on these sides. But I know for experience, if you are going to do that and you are going to tuck your photo in, that is always bumping to this piece. That's why normally with a pocket I never use a hinge on the bottom, because that's always get in the way. So what I'm going to do, and even better, another excuse is, if we put this in, we have a white back. I don't like that, because, well, perhaps you don't want to put a photo in or anything, and then it's not nice. So what I'm going to do is, I have cut out this frame. Now I can use this side, which I like, but if you don't like that, you also can use a nice clean paper design. But I'm going to like this one, so you have right away a nice image. So what we are going to do is not glue this on top, the outside hinges, because then we still have this bump where your photo is getting in the way. No, I am going to put this in right along here, and now I'm going to attach these hinges on the back. So if this is glued together, then we put this on, and what we then have is a nice clean big pocket. Let me show you. A nice big clean pocket that will go all the way around with no bumping everywhere. So that is what we are going to do. So attach this, and we can attach this way down low, because we don't have to tuck it out. It can be, but it does not necessary. That's not necessary that it goes all the way up. But, well, no, it isn't. It's not necessary. So I'm going to just apply this on its place, and then I'm going to glue this all down. Not on my table. Okay. So actually we create a nice big pocket. And now we can attach this whole piece on the outside, the inside cover, and leaves us with a big nice pocket to put your nice photo in. And you can put anything in, of course, but you just can pull it in and out, whatever you're going to do with it. So yeah, I think that's cool. So let's glue it in, and I'll be back in 1 second. I think it's nice. Very nice flat for... I think I will do it on the first page. Why not? Because here we does not have anything pink yet. What do you think? Yeah, it will be a nice eye catcher on the front of this page. What do you think? What do you think? It will be the same image as the front. Oh, let's do it on the back. Okay, back in 1 second. Okay, I think I will do the same method as this big one, but then 2 smaller ones on this piece. What do you think? I think that will be very nice. I believe. Yeah, it would be. So let's start. Well, let's see what's the half of this. That will be, it's 19, so it will be 9.5. So not 9.5, 8.5. 8.5 will be fine. No, a 9 and 9 is 18. So yeah, I am going to see what paper we are going to use, and then I'll come back with you in just a second. Okay, you know I hate to measure, so I'm not going to do that also. So I'm just going to start exactly as the other one. I am just going to make a flippity flop at, and I am going to use the same, that is 1/4, and of course we need another one, and then we are going to see for the next piece. So let's say, let's cut this. Oh, that's hard to see. Oh, this one is better to see. Okay, so I'm going to fold this and this piece. Yeah, so what we need is the measurement, and I just, well, it's 19, blah, blah, blah. So what size do I think 9 and 9 is 18, so that will be safe. So I'm going to make a mark where I want my second, yeah, 19, so we have 9 is 18, 19. Yeah, I think that is a good size. And which size will that be in inches? Well, let's see. Let me first do mine. Well, I can choose now between this one and this one, so I'm going to choose this piece, and this piece will be 3/5 of an 8. And then I'm going to, oh my gosh, this is really hard to see, but I'm going to cut it. This is definitely hard to see. Let me, gosh, let me fold it first. This is terrible seeing. Yeah, I think that will be better. Not completely, but now I'm going to cut this at 2/8. Okay. Yeah. It was really hard to see, guys. Alright, so cut the corner. You don't want that bulk. Okay, so we are good. And then just grab the album again. Give it some place. So we want the opening on the left side, so that's no big deal, but let's say, oh, we can all the way. So yeah, again 1/4. That will be totally making sense, because the other one was also all the way around. Duh. Wake up, girl. Okay, so again 1/4. Cutting off the edges, this corner, and fold it down. Okay, so now again we have all this all the way around. To create a nice pocket photo frame. So if we are going to make another one, so this one is yeah, 9.2 or 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of an 8, 3, 5 of an 8. 9.2, that makes 18.4. So yeah, that will be awesome. So I can make another one. Perfect. Yeah. Let's make another one. So I made another one, and when I check it out, it just fits perfectly. Nice white edge all the way around, just how I like it. And on this side too. So yeah, perfect. Perfect. So again, I am going to cut all the way around. Now here we left that 2 centimeters opening, and I think I am going to do that same thing with this one. Let's grab my, oh, here it is on the other side. Let's say, well, I think 4. I think I'm going to make this 3, otherwise it will be very, very little of acetate. So I'm going to make this 3. Guys, I need another one. Don't know what. Perhaps it's empty. Perhaps. Let's grab another one. Okay. So I am going to all the way around. Yeah, this size is better for this frame. Otherwise you don't have any acetate left to see through, so that is not a good idea for using 2 centimeters, and 3 is 1.5 centimeters. And how much is that in inches? Well, I will check that out for you. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 of an 8. But you can prefer your own measurements. Perhaps you like a 1/2 inch all the way around. Okay, so now I'm going to cut this one. I'm grabbing that. I can still use this one. And I go all the way around. That's why I do my drawing on the back side, so you don't see it at the front, of course. And yeah, I can use my squares. I did not have to put the drawings on first, but that's just how I like it, to be safe. Oh, yeah, it's just... Yep, yeah, this is better for this side. So I'm going to apply all the way around. So we have nice, clean, distressed edges. Really, that gives the paper that extra touch. And I use vintage photo for this papers. nice brown edges. Alright, so we'll do the next one and I'll be back in 1 second. Okay, I cut these two out, and for one I already did some acetate on. So next thing is, of course, you are going to cut an acetate piece and then you glue it in. And I always like to be as close as I can to the edges which I just cut out. Place this on its place. Stay away from the fault lines. And we are going to glue one side closed over the acetate. That will be an easy entry axis for your photo. Okay, so then the next thing we are wanted is to find two back pieces. And I choose these two. That was a leftover, but I think will be nice for a background. Let's see which one I want to use. What do you think? Yeah, I think this one. Yeah. Okay, so we are going to attach these. Let's do it a good way, because we are having this on the left hand. So I am going to apply this piece on this side. And I can't say it enough, I just really love the art glitter glue because it dries really fast. And good, it dries good. It attaches perfect. Okay, so that is one. Let's do the other one. So the opening is on the left side, so I want to have my picture be seen on this side. And the image was just fitting, but just is enough. And the last piece. Here we go. Yeah. And then we can glue it down on the first page, of course. Gosh, all these tools. Alright, so I think the pink one on the bottom and the green one on top. That will be a perfect fit. Fit. Gosh, Diane, use your words. Use your words perfectly. Yeah, what do you think? Awesome. Cool. So yeah, you can put your photos in. Nicely. In and out. Yeah, let's attach this and I'll be back in 1 sec. Okay, and when they are in, I just love how it turns out. And if you have a nice picture, you can slide it in easily. So yeah, perfect use. And when you open this up, then you can slide a nice picture in, and it will be a nice eye catcher. Really. Yeah, cool. Love how this album turns out. So there is one thing to do, and that will be making the tags, and with all my leftovers. And I still have enough 8x8 pages, so yeah, I am going get loose with the tags and pockets in the pockets, and really nice going. So yeah. Alright. Do you want to see me doing that? Well, perhaps some, but for the most it's just easy going. And oh gosh, yeah. Oh my gosh, the stickers. Oh, totally forgot them. Well, one. Oh my gosh, I only used one, but there was loads of place to put the stickers on. So I always, not always, but I really like to do that. That's, for example, for here, really nice to use some nice stickers. So yeah, cool. Like it. Okay, stay tuned how it turns out.